If you want to go to Panama, this is your ultimate travel guide and cost breakdown. Let's get into it. So Panama is a country in Central America. Its capital is Panama City, which is very developed, very modern, lots to see and do. Panama is also generally safe for tourists, but of course there are always precautions that you can take. Make sure your phone is charged, that you have credit or data, so if you need to, you can reach out to somebody or you can call the police or whatever it may be. Now let's talk about the weather in Panama. You have the rainy season and you have the dry season. So the dry season is actually mid to late December through April, and the rainy season is May through early December. So if you're going for a vacation and you want the sun to be out, I would advise you to go in the dry season. If you want to be cooler, then you can go during the rainy season. No language. So the main language in Panama is Spanish. What you can do if you speak English, you can get a translator. If you have an iPhone, there is a translator app built in. You can use that, or you can also download Google Translator or some other translator. Let's gather our travel documents. Now, I live in Jamaica and Panama is visa-free for Jamaicans and also the United States. All you will need is your passport. I think it is visa-free for most Caribbean countries, but for some countries you may need a tourist visa. Type into Google, is Panama visa-free for Trinidad, for example. Let's talk about flights. So for me, I live in Jamaica and Copa Airlines flies directly from Jamaica to Panama. I believe this is also the case for several other countries, including the United States. My husband and I actually traveled to Panama for our 1-year anniversary. I went on Copa Airlines and I booked my flight directly on Copa Airlines, and I booked a round trip, so to and from Panama. I did book the basic economy, but only had one checked bag. The total we paid for our flight for both of us was $638 US. The price for flights will vary throughout the year. This is basically just what we paid. We had one check bag. One way it was $40, so in all we paid $80 to check our bag to and from Panama. So now that our flight is booked, we're gonna need somewhere to stay. So let's talk about accommodation in Panama. My husband and I stayed at Hotel Rio Plaza and our experience was really good. I do have a room tour posted, so you can check that out after the video. So we actually booked a deluxe king bed. We were there for 7 nights, and you know hotel is per night $698, so basically $700 for the 7 nights. In general, do your research on multiple hotels to see what you may like better. Look at the size of the rooms, the design of the rooms, look at possible views that you will get, because you do want a nice view, and also you want to research the location of the hotel, its proximity to other places that you might want to get access to. So those are a few factors that you might need to take into consideration before selecting a hotel. We're basically on our way to Panama, but in order to get to your hotel, you're going to need transportation arrangements. I see a lot of people make prior taxi reservations to pick them up at the airport, but for us, we booked our Uber when we were at the airport. After we went through customs, immigration, collected our bags and was ready to go, that's when we booked our Uber. Uber works very well in Panama, so it takes minutes. Like literally, you book an Uber, it will be there in 2 to 10 minutes max, unless it's like a really busy day and there's a lot of traffic. So we booked an Uber when we were at the airport, and this cost us $21 to go to Hotel Rio. So you can do a couple of things at the airport before heading out, which includes getting cash. And I forgot to mention that one of the main currencies that Panama uses is USD. Their currency is basically 1-to-1 with the US dollar, so the US dollar is widely used there. If you end up in Panama with another currency other than USD or the currency that Panama uses, which is the Balboa, you can go ahead and change out your cash at the airport before heading to the hotel. You can also get a SIM card at the airport. However, it will be a little pricey because we know how airports are, but you can also get a SIM card at the mall in Panama. We got our SIM card at Albrook Mall and we paid like $7 and it worked fine. We had data for the duration of our trip, so that's definitely an option. But if you want to have all of that taken care of before you get to the hotel, you can definitely get it at the airport. In terms of getting access to cash in Panama, there are several ATMs. There was an ATM right beside our hotel. We used our card most of the times, but the times when we wanted cash, we went to the ATM directly beside our hotel. So there are going to be ATMs at different locations. You just need to, do a quick Google search, or if you're at a hotel with an ATM, you can simply use that ATM and that's fine. We're ready to get things going in Panama City. Obviously, you have to get from point A to point B. We actually used Uber not only for our airport trip, but for the duration of our stay in Panama. And it was very reliable, very fast, very easy, very affordable. You can download the app on your phone. It will basically recognize that you're in Panama. Type in your origin, type into where you want to go, and you're gonna see a number of rides come up with the prices, and you just pick a driver and move on with your day. So I'm going to share with you the Uber prices for a few popular destinations in Panama that we also went while we were there. First one is of course Albrook Mall, because it's the biggest mall in Panama City and a lot of persons go there to shop. From Hotel Rio Plaza to Albrook Mall, we paid an average of $5. Casa Casco is a popular restaurant in Panama, which is in Casco Viejo, the old town. That was also $5 to and from that restaurant. And then of course you have Multiplaza Mall, which is the second largest mall in Panama, and that's the high-end mall. From Rio Plaza to that mall, it was $3. Those are a few of the prices that you guys can work with, and in general, Uber prices are very affordable, so no need to worry about that. What are we going to eat? Where are we going to eat while we're in Panama? With our hotel, breakfast was complimentary. So all we did is wake up, go to the restaurant. Breakfast was buffet style and it was from 6:30 to 10 a.m. You have a wide variety of options: egg, bacon, toast, omelets, fruits, juices, a wide range of breakfast stuff. I actually have two videos that do include just the spread of the breakfast at Rio. Those videos are the first 24 hours in Panama and also final hours in Panama, because we went to breakfast right before we came back to Jamaica. So you can check those videos out just to have a better idea of what's available. In terms of lunch and dinner, we had a variety of fast food restaurants, room service, and dine-in restaurants. For fast food restaurants, the meals range from like $5 to $10 on average. So you can have meals a little less or a little more. So that's just the general price range. You have the KFC, your McDonald's, your Taco Bell. There are food courts in both malls. There are fast food places all around the place. KFC and Pizza Hut are right next to Hotel Rio. There's no shortage of fast food in Panama. In terms of room service, for us, we did room service maybe 3 to 4 times while we were there. That cost was between $40 to $50 for both of us. We got like sandwiches, fruits, finger food basically. Most, if not all, hotels in Panama City are just breakfast only. If you want all-inclusive hotels, you have to go outside of the city. Usually the hotels have restaurants that you can pay to have meals, and we did not do that option, so I really don't know the prices, but that is something you can explore. Apart from restaurants that may be in your hotel, these are a few restaurants that I do recommend that we went while we were there. So the first one is, of course, Casa Casco. Casa Casco has a variety of international, Panamanian, Caribbean, Italian, I believe. They have a wide variety of cuisines. They also have rooftop seating, so it's a very nice restaurant. Another restaurant that we went to is the Wallace, 3 minutes from Hotel Rio by Uber. We went there for a date night, and the customer service was really good. The wait time was minimal. The food was good. The prices were affordable, so that's another restaurant that I suggest you can go. The final restaurant that we went to, I'm gonna have to read this one because it's a long name. It's Restaurante El Nacional Sabores de Panama, and that basically means the national restaurant flavors of Panama, something to that effect. Don't quote me on that. This was my least favorite of the three. My husband enjoyed his meal. I did quite enjoy my meal. The prices were average, not too high, not too low. The drinks were good though, so if you just want a chill little vibe, have a drink with a friend, you can definitely check out this restaurant. Those are all the food suggestions I have for you based on our experience. A lot of persons go to Panama solely to shop away. So let's talk about that. Of course, you have Albrook Mall. Albrook Mall is the cheap mall where you can literally get things for 99 cents, $1.99, $2.99, $3.99, as low as that. One of the most affordable stores in Albrook Mall that we actually went to is El Costo. You can get things really cheap. So if you're looking for budget-friendly items, I suggest you go to El Costo. Of course, there are other stores, but that's just the one I know because that's where I went. We also went to Bath and Body Works, and Bath and Body Works usually have their regular sales, so you can definitely check them out. We also went to Crocs, and the prices were pretty much the same as online, and they had a wide variety. And there are a lot of other stores in Albrook Mall. We only went to a few. The next mall that I mentioned before is Multiplaza Mall. Now Multiplaza Mall is the luxury mall. So if you're looking for the designer, the Gucci, the Chanel, the LV, the Dolce & Gabbana, the Gap, the Old Navy, whichever brand, you name it, they have it. So that's the mall for brands, and that's all I will say. So two other malls in Panama City that are worth mentioning will be Alta Plaza Mall and Metro Mall. Now these are relatively huge malls as well. I personally didn't go to either of them, but based on what I heard, these are also malls that you may want to check out if you go to Panama, just to keep your options wide. Apart from eating and going to malls, what else are we gonna do in Panama? Now for us, we were outside, like we were fully outside. So I'm gonna share with you the excursions that we did, the prices we paid, all of that good stuff. To start with, I booked all our excursions on Viator and Get Your Guide. Those are two pretty popular booking sites. There's also booking.com, but I did not use them for our excursions, so I'm going to talk about Viator and Get Your Guide. You can download these apps or you can use their actual website. I used the website because it was just easier for me at the time. You may find the app easier, so you can go ahead and download the app. So basically what I did, I typed in viator.com on Google and I type in Panama. You have to type in your location. so they can suggest excursions for you. So that was basically it. The stuff came up, I chose what I want, I booked it on the website, and I did the same for Get Your Guide. The first excursion that we did is the Panama Canal and City Tour. We did this for our anniversary, the actual day, and we chose the private tour. So you can do this privately, whether by yourself or with your significant other or with a friend. Then you will have to choose the private option. If you don't mind going with random people, then you can choose the group option. We chose the private option because obviously it was our anniversary and we wanted to do it alone. So the price for that was $95 per person. You will be assigned a tour guide in English or Spanish, whichever language you speak. The tour guide is going to take you around Panama City. They're going to show you all the different places, the historic spots. You will stop at different locations to take pictures. You will go to Casco Viejo. You will go to the canal. It was just a great experience for us. We actually have a whole video. By the way, for all these excursions, I have literally full vlogs of them on my channel. So if you're in doubt, just watch the video and see if it's something you will be interested in. The other excursion that we did is the catamaran cruise, and this is basically a boat tour to Taboga Island. And Taboga Island is really pretty. There is a lot to do. Their culture is nice. They have beaches, they have good food. We enjoyed it. So if you want a little water vibe, this is definitely a good excursion, and the price was $99 per person. For the adventurous people, we did Point Panama, and Point Panama is where you have zip line, rock climbing, swinging over the city, the edge, like literally leaning off the edge of a place. Very adventurous, very fun. If you are a lover of heights, this one is for you. If not, and you want to face your fears, this is also for you. The price was $85 per person. I should have mentioned that the prices for these excursions can vary based on when you book. So maybe if you book in advance, you will get them cheaper, or they may vary based on the season, you know, demand and supply. Different factors lead to different prices. So don't take these prices for it, but you can use them as a rough estimates. The final excursion that we did was the slingshot tour. This is basically where you get a slingshot. The slingshot is shared for 2 people. So if you travel solo, you will go with another random tourist. If you travel in a pair, you will go with that person, and the person that drives have to have their driver's license. This is another excursion where you drive around, you see different things, you stop to take pictures. That's basically what it includes. The price for the slingshot tour was $100 per person. So those are the 4 excursions that we did, and we totally enjoyed all of them. If you want to see what these excursions are like in real life, check out the vlogs on my channel. I have a vacation playlist that I will link at the end of the video, and you can check that out. These are a few other excursions that are kind of popular and worth mentioning. So you have the bar crawl, and this is for persons who are into drinking and, you know, the bar vibe. You have Monkey Island, which we actually wanted to do, actually booked it and had to cancel because we didn't have enough time to do it. There is also Sandblast Islands, and this is for persons who like water, like adventure, like being out literally more than 12 hours because you're going to go to 4 different islands. You're going to stop, you're going to swim, you're going to eat. You're just going to be outside for like 14 hours. So if you're that type of person, go for it. So these are all my recommendations for excursions. That actually brings us to the final segment of this video. So again, we took an Uber from the hotel to the airport, and that was $16. We also had to fill out a declaration form, and if you need to do this, your airline will send it to you and you can fill it out online and have it available when you get to your home country. When we got to the airport in Jamaica, they were checking to see if we're vaccinated against yellow fever. So if you are and you have your immunization card, you can take that along with you. This will save you a few minutes at the airport when you get back. All we had to do was give them our name and a few other details and just, I think, sign. I really don't remember, but it wasn't a lot, so it's nothing to worry about. And that is pretty much it for your travel guide and cost breakdown for a trip to Panama City. I really hope you guys found this video helpful. If it was, definitely click the like button, drop a comment below, let me know when you're planning to go, let me know if you have any questions at all. If you know someone who is going to Panama, definitely share this video with them. Consider subscribing to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.